Welcome to Founder Voice Podcast, the space for bold, empowering, raw, and unfiltered conversations about business, relationships, and everything that makes us fierce. No filters, no fluff, just real talk. Season 2 is here and we're going even deeper. Get ready to own your voice, break barriers, and step into your power unapologetically. Let's get into it.
Hey everybody, we're back with Found Her Voice podcast. I'm your host, Valerie. Today I'm sitting down with Lynn. How are you, girl?
I'm great. How are you?
I am wonderful. I'm so excited to learn all about this nonprofit and everybody else to learn about this nonprofit, of course.
Yes, I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So tell them what you do. Tell them where you're from. Tell them all the good stuff that you're doing down in Lexington.
All right, sounds great. So my name is Lynn Edwards, and I am the founder and CEO of Cuddles and Diaper Pantry. We are located in Lexington, Kentucky, but we do service a 45-mile radius. So we do touch a little bit of Frankfort. We do touch a little bit of Richmond and all those areas. And basically what we do is we provide diapers and wipes and pull-ups to those that are facing hardship. And we are trying to make the eligibility around the ages of 13 to 30. But then you have those moms that, could make it through the week or make it through 3 weeks of the month. But then that last week, they're like, I need a little bit of help. So we definitely want to make sure that we are a resource for them. And once they submit their referral form, we do provide them with 75 diapers or 30 pull-ups a month and a package of wipes. We go beyond that as well. So we do workshops that we will start up in June, and the moms can come to those educational workshops that'll be hosted throughout Lexington at the public libraries, and they can learn about car seat safety. And, doulas are very, very becoming popular. So we do want to make sure that we're having someone come in and teach, doula services and educate those moms that are interested in that. Safe sleep is another one. We do have moms that have put on their referral that they would love some financial education as well. Yeah. So we would just be doing a lot of workshops that will help mom thrive for herself and for baby.
That's good. I love that. And you said as young as 13.
Yes, that's tough, isn't it?
It is. I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because, I feel like at 13, you're still a baby.
Yeah, that is happening.
And I'm like, what in the world? These girls have their whole lives. Mm-hmm. Can we not just be children? Can we not just be kids?
Yeah.
What? Why? Why do you need to go there and do that for, right?
Yeah. I think, it happens. That's the reality of it. Yep. And I think that's the reason why we really focused on that age. I know there were several girls when I was in high school that were going through pregnancy. They hid it. And then when they hide it, that they scale back and don't want to get help. So I definitely want to create a safe place for them so that they can come along and make sure that they are getting what we have to offer. Like I said, it may just be diapers and wipes at the moment, but we can also put a little bit more education so they can learn the fundamentals and everything. And then we also are connected with so many community organizations that can provide more resources that we don't.
Yes.
I have a very strong support system and a very wide connection with community organizations that offer a lot, So we are fairly new. We just started in December, but I can see in the future that we will be hosting a lot of resource fairs, just community events where they can come and learn about these free resources that are available to them in the community.
That's good. So what made you start the nonprofit for this?
It's a funny story. I knew that I wanted to have a nonprofit and I wanted to focus on that homeless population. And this, everybody talks about, let's do this and I want to do this and I want to do that. That was me, a couple years ago. And I actually was a community engagement representative for Humana. And I met with a really big organization, March of Dimes, that was wanting to bring in some initiatives from Ohio to Kentucky. Kentucky. And my role was to sit down with them and be the liaison, take back the feedback that they were telling me, and see if we can partner or sponsor. And it was very casual with these beautiful ladies. I love them. And they were just like, one thing we noticed in Lexington was you all do not have a designated diaper pantry. We have several pantries that are within different organizations like the Nest.
Yeah.
Beautiful organization.
Yes.
They have a diaper pantry within their organization that services their clients only.
Yes.
One Parent Scholar, they do a lot, but they only service their females in, their program. So there's like, you don't have one. Mm-mm. I immediately went home and then just started doing research.
She said, watch me, I will have.
Absolutely.
I love it.
And just started doing research. And it's crazy because I really didn't look at it through that lens of finding out how much diapers impact everyone, not just the children, Yep. I started looking into how if the parents or the families do not have diapers to give to daycare, their children can't go to daycare. Yes. So if their children can't go to daycare, guess what? Mommy and daddy can't go to work. Then what happens?
Mommy, daddy ain't making no money.
Exactly.
Then you don't have a roof over your head. You don't have shoes. You don't have food. You don't have all the stuff, right?
Absolutely. And the more I started to dig into it, I was just like, this is it. This is what I want to do. I need to educate myself more, and I have been. And then, I've always been in a role with my career that gives back in the community. But then, I had to step back and ask myself, what's next for my career? But I didn't want to come out of helping those in the community.
Yes.
So I just ran with it. And we opened up in December, and it has taken off better than I expected.
I bet.
Yes. Yes.
You bring something new and you're like, what is this?
Yes.
Hell yes. Hell yes. Yes. Finally, some help. Help that I actually need, right?
Absolutely. And, I don't do this for the reward. The only reward I love is just those hugs.
Yes.
And then just the text messages that I get from thank you. You helped me. That's all I need.
Yep. Exactly. I love that. So, it's been going for 3 months now, and it's really taken off.
Yes.
Is it just people around the area that are donating diapers, or do you actually have certain, I'll say stores or something that donates diapers right now? How are you getting your diapers?
It's right now. It's just people who know me, and I have developed a really good connection with the community just based off of my role with Humana. But those donations are coming in just random people, random, organizations. I'm still learning. I have I follow a lot of diaper pantries in different states.
That's good.
And just seeing where they're getting their pallets from or their big supply of diapers, and just, sending emails, and that's a constant. All night long. I think I'm up until at least 2 or 3 a.m. Sending emails and trying to figure out how I can get those donations, because even though a lot of community members and community organizations are donating, the need is so high.
Yes.
So I do find myself, having to go to, Sam's Club. That's my fave right now. But I do find myself spending a lot of time there just getting what moms need and coming home and repackaging those, and then packaging them to deliver. So learning and trying to figure out a way that we can get a big supply of donations to us, so we have them in house, is it's a task. Starting a nonprofit sounds great and everybody sees the outcome, but behind closed doors, it's a lot. It's very challenging.
Yeah, they don't understand the hard work.
Yeah,
the long hours.
Yeah,
like you said, staying up to 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And all they see is, oh, she gave some diapers away today. Yay for her, right? No, this is a big deal.
Yeah, it's definitely more than that.
You don't understand. 2 o'clock in the morning to help, we'll say 5 moms this week. Those 5 moms are very thankful.
Absolutely.
More than what you think they are, right? Like you said, it's just the hugs, right?
Yes.
Because inside they're just thank thank you, God.
Yes.
You know, like, yes, my baby has diapers, right? So I know a few of the ladies are wanting to start nonprofits, okay? Nothing to do with this kind of thing, just nonprofits in general.
Yeah.
So they asked me, they said, Valerie, if you're going to have Lynn on here and she's going to talk about her nonprofit, can you have her break down the steps for us of starting a nonprofit? And I said, absolutely, girls, because we're all here to support each other.
Absolutely.
So, like, for one person in particular that just popped in my head, like, she's starting a nonprofit for autism kids.
Oh, I love that.
Because she wants to raise the money to send the autism kids to a camp, you know, to give those parents a break.
Yes.
And then she also wants to create something in the organization that will send, like, we'll say gift cards out to moms where they can have a day out to their self and maybe go get their hair done, get their nails done, go watch a movie, have dinner, and then go back home.
Yeah.
She said because there's so many moms that she sees that never get that break. They're with these kids all the time. They're wore out. And yeah, sure, you know, they got family members around that tries to help, but still, you know, even if you come and get the kid for a couple hours or something, then the mom's at home cleaning and doing all the stuff at home, trying to get everything back organized, right?
Right.
So she was one in particular. She's like, can you please talk to Lynn and have her break it down for me? And I was like, yes, I'm sure she will do that.
Absolutely. One thing I've learned, I'm still in that trial and error stage. I did have a little guidance and a little help from my vice president who knew a little bit more about nonprofit. But if I could give anybody like any advice on how to start up is have a plan.
Yes.
I went in like, this is what I want to do. This is how it's going to be. No, have a plan. And, you know, if they want to reach out to me, I do have like a checkoff list that I followed that kind of goes through the steps. You know, it tells you, you know, you got to have a name. You got to get registered with the state, you know, in order for you to receive grants and do any type of fundraising and things like that. You have to be a 501c. It, you know, within that checklist, it tells you, it has links and everything where you can go and connect with that. So you just got to make sure you follow those steps.
Yes.
I didn't, just to be honest, you know what I'm saying? You get excited, you know, like when something that you're so passionate about, you get started, you just like, you go do this and you go do that. So that's why I say, make sure you have a plan, you know. I had to go forward, take a couple steps back, you know, and then go forward. But I will definitely love to share that checklist with anybody that is interested. Because I am here to help. Like, there's no competition with anything that I do. We're all here to help those that need it. And we are all here to serve our community. So I don't want to withhold anything. So I would definitely get you that checklist. And like I said, it just point blank goes through each step that you need to do. And some of those steps you can get done within, I mean, like a month, less than a month. It's not hard. It's just pushing for that funding is tough. You got to stay on top of it because a lot of people or organizations have to know you, have to learn what you're doing, have to make sure that it's, you know, legit, honestly, before they're going to give you that funding, before they're going to support you, you know, figure out ways to measure because data is everything. You get more grants, you know, when you can produce data. That's something that I learned. I just wanted to go in helping people, honestly. But, you know, make sure you have a strong board. A lot of my board members, or I'm not even going to say a lot of them, all of them are my friends. But when it comes to sitting on that board and doing what we do and giving back to the community, it's kind of like the friend zone goes to the back.
Absolutely.
They make sure that, you know, my paperwork, my bank accounts and all that is on track. Everything legal, all that. And I love them for that because, you know, honestly, I've told them over and over and over, I don't want to do the paperwork. I just want to go out here. I would deliver diapers all day long. If you all would do the paperwork. But yes, you know, make sure you have a good support system and know exactly what you want to do. And whoever this is, I love the fact about you wanting to give moms that opportunity to be free. We do have a program as well, and it's called Mom's Day Out. And we do it once a quarter.
Okay.
And once our moms enroll into that referral, their name goes into this drawing, and we take them out to like lunch or to breakfast and just give them that moment to where they can just breathe.
I love it.
And that's actually going to be starting up pretty soon. I want to say next Monday is our first Mom's Day Out. But whoever asked that question, get with me. I would love to partner with you and teach you the ropes and get you started on this journey, because I love what you are doing or going to do.
Needless to say,
yeah.
she's going to be connected with you in the next hour.
Oh,
honey.
absolutely. Great.
That's just how Valerie does it. She's just like, here you go.
Yes,
There you go,
I
done.
love it, but that's what it's all about. Being on the other side. When I was with Humana, we supported a lot of grassroots organizations. So, they came and, they told me their vision and what they wanted, their mission. As long as it aligned with my organization's mission, we tried to fund that. Being on this side of it, it's competition out there.
It is.
For nonprofits, when the whole goal is to come together and help the community. So it blows my mind that people would gatekeep and would not share their resources with other nonprofits. Like I'm telling you, I'm new to this, but it happens, and for that person who's starting their nonprofit, do not get discouraged. Fight, stick to what you want, stick to what you believe. There's so many resources and other avenues out there. Don't give up. Because I've been told, no, I can't share this and I can't help you with that. And, it's.
I love that you brought that up because, I always talk about cattiness in women, and there's no reason to be catty.
No.
There's enough for everyone. But I really did not think about that with nonprofits.
I didn't either. I did
because
not.
you think nonprofits, all good, sharing, helping, because they're all wanting to help, like you said, the community.
Right.
So why would you not come together to see, okay, well, you can do this, you can do that, try this, try that. But it's there too.
Yeah.
That blows my mind.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
It really is. It blew my mind too. Because like I said, on the other side, I would always connect organizations with, different resources that I may,
Yes.
come in contact with just to help them. And then now being on this side, I don't get that same treatment. You know what I mean? But, it's okay. My personality and my drive has got me this far.
Exactly.
And, if I was the same person I was a couple of years ago, I would have been like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
But, when you have the passion to serve your community and do what's right and what's best, like you just keep going, and that's something that I want to tell anybody that is starting their nonprofit. Like, don't give up. Like, you might get knocked down 5 or 10 times. Believe me, I have a lot. But you got to pick it up. You got to go. When someone tells you no, there's going to be 3 yeses to that
You gotta
no.
keep going.
Yeah.
Yep. And I always say, don't be afraid to ask.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
That's like, I love it when people come on here and they're like, I can't connect with this, or I can't connect with this company or this person because they're doing this and I want to learn it. And I was like, who gives a shit what they're doing?
Absolutely.
They tell you no, you go find somebody else.
Yep.
And just do it and just keep on. Because, what are they going to do? Say no?
That's what
Who
that's what I'm
cares?
saying. That's the worst they could do is say no. But you would never know if you don't ask.
That's right.
So you definitely have to ask.
Yes. And I got taught last year that if you don't ask, you're leaving money on the table.
Absolutely.
Who wants to leave money on the table?
I don't.
What's it going to do on the table? It's not helping anybody. It's just sitting there.
Right.
So ask.
Ask.
So I have to ask. Did you reach out to Sam's Club to see if they would donate a skid of diapers?
I did not, but I did some research with the Walmart grant, which Walmart and Sam's Club is kind of like connected. So we did get a grant from Walmart, and then they reached out as wanting to send volunteers. So they have a volunteer day, April the 15th, where they will connect with local volunteers in our area. And if we could utilize them, they would send them out, which is amazing because like the fact that I'm growing so much, and, you know, I honestly do this by myself. But I have put a request out there for some volunteers just because we have a lot of community organizations that want us to attend events. And if you leave it up to me, I'm going to be there. My last row, I bounce from event to my kids' events to events, you know, and I honestly don't want to do that again, but I want to be present. You know what I mean? Like if someone asks for our services to be there, I think the respectful thing to do is to show them some support. I mean, you know, they take the time to reach out to you because they feel like they can lean on you because they're doing something in the community and they want to share your services. So we're definitely looking for volunteers to go and set up at several events that are coming up over the summer, and those events could be from Family Fun Day or community baby showers or resource fairs that I cannot be present, or if I have double booked, which it happens, double booked myself, I definitely want to make sure if I agree to it that we have a table and our resources are shared at both of those events. So having access to those volunteers allows me and my organization to be present at each event.
That's good.
Yeah.
How many people's on your team now?
Got 10 on my team. Yeah.
So that's good?
Yeah.
That's a good size.
It is. It is.
And you're the only one delivering the diapers?
Yeah.
Honey.
I know you're gonna sound like, you know, my friends and family and everything, but like it's a moment for me, you know.
I can see that.
Like, so I work, of course, you know, like everyone else, a 9 to 5, and then like when I get off and I'm out, I'm in my car and I have these diapers and I'm just driving and listening to my music, and then like I like to hand that bag to those moms and just like I've been caught in like conversations for like 20 minutes, you know, when delivering those diapers, but that's what it's about, you know, building those connections and that trust. And I've had moms reach out to me and just I've had a day, Lynn, you know, and they just wanted to vent. And I'm like, okay, because we need that, you know, we do, you know, so like yeah, that's why I think I choose to deliver. A lot of the board has been like, you know, we can help you. Like, let us know. We can help you. And I'm like, okay. And I never reach out. I just do it myself.
You know why?
Why?
Because that's your baby.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not giving this up. I'm not giving this up. But what are you going to do when you grow outside of Lexington?
I know. I have to start thinking about that. I know.
Because in 3 months, you've already grown outside of Lexington.
Yeah.
So what happens when you got the whole state, honey?
I don't know. That's the goal, though.
It is the goal.
The goal is to, you know, move along the state and have different options for different counties close to them. So, because I know, you know, transportation is a barrier.
Yes.
We know that. So definitely, you know, the goal is to start small but end big.
Yes. You're going to have to start section off Kentucky.
Yeah,
Find a person in each section. Be like, all right, here you go. You got to cover this whole area.
Yeah. And the good thing is I cover 21 counties in my last row with Humana. So I've built a lot of connections.
I bet.
So just, you know, getting it out there. I know that for 2026, I talked to the board and I'm like, you know, I want to have my own facility. Yes. And I met with a lady who is like the community activist of all times, and she has been wanting to meet me for like 2 years, just based off of my role with Humana. Well, we met and like probably like 3 weeks ago, and let me just say, this woman has helped me get a facility that we are in the process of opening so that our clients don't have to wait for that delivery on Wednesdays and Fridays and Sundays. They can walk in and have access to those diapers, you know, which is great. So this is going to make our reach even spread. So like I'm already like plotting and thinking like, you know, I'm going to keep this area as a small one, but then I've got to have like a big one, you know, that can like house all these donations that come in, and then find someone that can deliver to these smaller pantries. So yeah, I'm like, my mind just goes like, it's crazy.
Girl. You're like, I'm not going to sleep for the next year. But
No,
that's
I'm
okay.
not.
That's okay.
I'm not. And the fact that my daughter, she's 9, she's all about helping me. You know, it's funny when she doesn't have softball and she can come and help me set up. She becomes my boss. So it's like, she tells me how she wants the table set up and what we're going to do and how she wants to hand, items to the moms and talk to them. So yeah, like that's what it's all about,
It's entrepreneur.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Leaving it for her. And right now at 9, I know that when she grows up, she is definitely going to handle this like a charm.
Yes. She's like, I'm a little boss in
Yes,
training.
absolutely.
Yes. I love that. I love it. All right. So I want to talk about all the sponsors that you're pulling in.
Yeah.
So you got to reach out to all the big companies.
Yes.
All the small companies.
All of them.
Are you in the chamber? Are you part of the chamber?
I was part of the chamber when I was working in that role with Humana.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't now just because, being a part of the chamber costs, and it's a little pricey. And right now we're really trying to watch, a budget. But I will definitely get back into that just because there's so many resources in that. I mean, like if you are a nonprofit organization, small organization, I mean, even a big organization, like you all definitely need to be a part of the chamber.
Yep. Yes. And all right. So tell me about these women that aren't supporting these nonprofits because they're just, keeping all their resources to themselves, and how we're going to change this game, Lynn.
I'm trying. I really am trying.
There's a group of us that are trying to get together that's saying, hey, we have to be here for each other. And it's crazy because the last 2 podcasts now, we always have those conversations off the screen, right?
Yeah.
And these women are like, I'm going to ask for the help, but it's like they don't want to. They don't want to help me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how are we going to change the game? How are we going to change the game? Ladies?
That's a question. I mean, and I would love to hear a lot of answers behind that. I just push through, you can't let that get to you. Support those who are supporting you, and you never know their network background or groups, So one thing I've learned is like when you connect with people who really want to support you as a woman, that woman connected me with other women who want to support. So I know that, you may have that one friend or that one person that you really want to support you, but they just won't do it.
Yeah.
Turn to somebody else. There is women out there who really will support you and will help you and guide you. I am proof. I'm actually under a woman right now who is just like showing me all the ropes, and I appreciate her so much. Yeah. And she's also put me in connection with other women. Like I just, sometimes I'm like, it's too good to be true because, this one woman doesn't know me from anything, but then you have these others that follow you on social media who, are in the background wanting to see you fail, but pretend to be your friend or pretend to support you. You know who's in your corner and who's not. And I just think that the ones that say that they're in your corner and don't prove it, move along from them and support those, like you and I. We don't know each other, but you just learning about what you do. Why would I not want to support that? You're giving women a chance to voice what they want and express their feelings and, shoot out their organizations and thrive. Like, why would I not want to connect with you? Connecting with you is going to put me in connection with someone else who wants to help. But don't get discouraged. And I hate to say this, but women can be cruel. I mean, I even see it with young girls, know. I think it's going to get worse. I don't think it's going to get better. What do you think?
I don't want to hear that.
I mean, I think that's a reality of it, though. Like I think there's a lot of jealousy, and I can't speak on like, the nonprofit part of it. I just watch other women with their services that they're trying to provide. You see a lot on social media, and social media is so bad.
Yes.
But you see a lot on social media of just like the just downplaying of other women, and just like just being just cruel,
Yes.
you know, when we should be uplifting them regardless, you know, making sure that they're thriving and pushing them to potential. And the thing about it is, it doesn't cost anything to share their post or support them. I mean, you know, they could be advertising something new, a new product. Just share their information. Like that goes a long way. I mean, just a share that costs 5 seconds of your time, if that.
I just love it because, like, these are the conversations that I need to have more on here.
Yeah.
That I don't have enough.
Yeah.
I feel like because these women are so catty. They want everything for themselves.
Yeah.
You know, and like you said, what does it take? I say it takes 15 seconds to like, share, and comment.
Yep.
And, you know, like I said a few podcasts behind, like, 4 words is a complete comment for you to boost that algorithm, to push it up.
Yep.
Like, how is it hard to type in 4 words? And, like, you know, when I first put out the post on Ladies of Lexington, right? And I said, hey, I'm looking for women that have a product or a service, and I want them on the podcast, you know, to spread the word, because this is what it's all about, women supporting women.
Right.
You know, some of us don't know about these products and these hidden services because, you know, as small business owners, they don't have the money to market it.
Right.
They don't have the money to get it out there. Their friends aren't going to do it for them. Their family's not doing it for them. So they're trying to find that circle, found her circle, so they can come together and, you know, help each other grow.
Right.
And it's just so hard, like, finding those women. But I love it because it seems like every person I've had on this podcast so far is just like, how can I support you?
Yeah.
Like, you're supporting me right now. How can I support you? You know? And I'm just like, share, follow, subscribe. That's it.
That's it. Nothing major. You
And
know?
it's funny because they're like, that's it, Valerie? Like, yeah, what do you think? I was going to ask for $1 million or something? No, that's not what it's about. Because you don't know who I know. I don't know who you know. But once you tap into those networks, you're like, damn, let me connect with her and her and her and see where this goes.
Yeah.
And so many people are just like, oh my God, like, that's my connection. I can't give her up because if I give her up, then I don't have that connection. I don't have, you know, what she's giving me now, she may give to her. Are you kidding me?
That's crazy.
Like, I hate that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I hope it doesn't get worse. I really hope it doesn't, because I'm just like, we're out of high school. All right, girls. Yeah. Stop acting like we're in high school.
I guess the real question is, what is stopping you from liking or sharing a post? You know, like, I think that if you're not being supportive in that way, what is the point of even being friends on social media or even having that connection?
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't cost that much to do that at all.
No.
So, but you see it, and like I said, I hate to say that. I mean, just looking at it, you still. I think it's getting worse. You know, of trying to support people, women specifically.
Yeah.
You know, I've watched guys become bros and, like, you know, be connected and like partnerships and build together. Why can't we do that? You know.
I'm trying over here. I'm trying. I'm like, hey. You know, I get these girls in my inbox all the time that's like, hey, Valerie, do you know a person that does this or this? And I'm like, yeah, hold on. I'll put you in a group message right now.
You're
Done.
like me.
I'm like,
yes.
Driving down the interstate this morning, and I get a message. And I'm on my way to Mount Vernon, and somebody needed a realtor, I think. And I was like, hold on, I'm driving. And then I was like, okay, realtor's like on the top of my head. Because, you know, you always have those few that's right there, right? Because you're closer to them, right? And I was like, here you go.
Right.
And it's like, it's crazy because I do this all the time. But I'm like, I love you girls to death. I truly do. But I'm like, you see this podcast. You know that I'm doing a podcast. And you won't even like it.
Yeah.
You won't even share it. You won't do anything. And I'm like, am I doing this for? Like, I'm out here trying to help you girls.
Right.
Just help Val out just a little.
Please,
just
a like,
little
a
bit.
share, does not cost anything at all. But I'm a firm believer of you never know who God puts in your place, like puts in your path. I mean,
Yes.
so why would I not support you? Because if I support you, I'm hoping that you're going to support me. But like you said, your supporters look different. So when your supporters see what I'm doing, they love it, or they love the next person, they're going to share.
Yes.
It's like a tripling effect, or however you say it.
Yep. A ripple. I say ripple effect.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like, why would you not want that for anybody?
I know. It's crazy.
It is.
Ugh. I don't know how we're going to change it, but we're going to change it.
Well, I'm on board. If whatever moves you're going to make to change it so that us women are supporting each other more, you can count Lynn in. I'm right there with you.
And I do know this too. Like, for instance, with my Facebook, I only see, I'm going to say I'll say 15 people. So the same 15 people's post comes across. When you're just sitting there scrolling real fast, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Because I'll notice, like, I don't know, you're out doing something and somebody's name pops in your head for some reason, right? And you'll be like, man, I haven't seen anything from them on Facebook in like days. What the hell? So then you go search their name and, they've made 2 weeks worth of posts and you haven't even seen them. So I will give you girls the benefit of the doubt on that. Because I feel like, I guess if you're not interacting with them,
I think
then
that's
they're
how
not
it,
on your feed.
Yeah, I think that's how it works. The more that those friends interact with you, the more you see, or you guys interact together. I think that's how it works. But I try to share as much as I possibly can on my page. My page went from being all about me. Because I'm not gonna lie, you girls can't lie either. We love to post ourselves, and we love to post what we're doing, and we love to highlight our life. Now it's basically pushing out those community resources, and maybe that's what it is. It took me a little bit to grow up and realize what I needed to post and share on my social media platforms. Yes, I do have social media accounts for my business or my organization, but I use my organization and my personal to share everybody's resources, But I think that's what it is.
All right. That's what it is, girls. That's what it is. So you're just going to have to start searching those names if they're not coming across Facebook, and just go down through there. Just pick one day. I say like 1 hour a day. That's a lot, isn't it? Probably for some people.
I mean, it's a lot to be on social media. I'm
on social media all the time, I feel like. So it's not a lot for Valerie. But I'm just saying. Okay, we're going to say 10 minutes out of the day, okay?
Yeah.
Because I feel like when you get ready to go to bed, you're probably laying there with your phone, scrolling, seeing what happened.
I'm a TikToker.
Okay.
At night, I love scrolling on TikTok.
So
in the morning, that's when I usually go through my Facebook, and if there's resources that pop up, I'm like share. That's my thing.
I love it. Share.
Yeah, if I see something coming up that's happening in the community, share. Usually anything surrounding women, I try to make sure I share. If it's local, I probably need to spread my horizon and share if it's not local, because you never know who's on your social media anyways.
No.
I mean, I've had several people reach out that's in different states that just comment. I'm like, I don't even know you. Like, where'd you come from? But hey, that's working.
Hey.
Social media is working.
I love that. I don't know where you're from, but go ahead.
Yes,
Send whatever you want.
Absolutely.
Here's the address. Just keep them coming. All right, girl. Again, thank you for being on the podcast. Thank you for sharing your nonprofit. Thank you for, letting those women know that are starting their nonprofit that you will connect with them and help them. Because, like you said, at the end of the day, it's all about helping the community, helping the people, coming together, not being catty, not keeping your resources to yourself. Because I also feel like, you reaching out to these big companies, they have a set budget. Mm-hmm. So we're going to say, like, Sam's Club, if they give away $10,000 a year in personal hygiene products.
Yeah.
One person is not going to get that whole
Absolutely.
$10,000. So why are you trying to keep that a secret? You're not getting that whole pie, okay? I'm just telling you right now.
Absolutely.
They're going to slice that pie, and you're only going to get a section of it.
Yeah.
So
You're probably not even going to get exactly what you're asking for.
No.
You're only going to get a portion of what you asked for because they have enough to go around, you know.
Yes.
So I would definitely not gatekeep. You can find me, Lynn Edwards, on Facebook, or Cuddles and Coo Diaper Pantry on Facebook, and ask me any questions. And if I do not know the answer, I will definitely research and reach out to my resources and find it out for you.
I love it. I love it. Thank you again. Guys, till next time, make sure you go watch the advertisement at the end. Shout out to Sheldon for being a great producer that he is. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
It's your time to grow. Get started with Little Pot Design Studio today.